Why, hello everyone. Well, the few of you that tune in to Genshin Impact videos at least, we're gonna do some Genshin. Version 1.5 is live. Well, before I go there, I want to run down this list right now. We're gonna do the 2 new missions that I have available, which is, I believe, Chilled to the Bone here and the Teapot to Call Home. We're gonna test them out. I don't know if I can benefit from this because I don't have resin, but I will give myself resin to do it once, I suppose, and show it off. I've already done test runs, I got my dailies out of the way. We're also going to do both hangouts, though, in this video. Now, I'm kind of sad, because I immediately unlocked these. I was like, oh, well, first of all, I did my quest, I did the dailies. I forgot to unlock this first, so I can get the key, then do the dailies, and get the ticker going for that. I can't do this yet, though. We're gonna have to do this in 6 days. Technically 5, because the quest will update in 22 minutes. It's 3:38. It updates at 4 in the morning. But due to this coming out the same time as Monster Hunter Rise, I wanted to get some Genshin in now. We're gonna start with the good stuff. I don't think I can afford any more. No, we have 118. So I can't afford anything fancy, but I'm gonna try to do some rolls. I'm gonna do the boring rolls first. Only 47. We get 50 pack openings if I count these 3 right here. But I'm gonna put it all on Zhongli. I would like to boost my Zhongli's level. I doubt I get lucky. I'm hoping. Kron, hoping you're at my side and we get at least one Daddy Zhongli here. I'm gonna need to get lucky. I'm not sure where I stand in terms of how many things towards a legendary I am at currently. Because I've put like 10 into each banner that has gone by. This is back before we knew Zhongli was coming out next, because he was kind of a surprise. Everyone thought he was going to show up in November based on all the information I had seen. So I was spending like about 10 to roll for Ganyu and what's her face, the other 2 that came out. The only one I didn't roll on was Child. Anyway, I'm gonna spend all my hard-earned things now and hope that we get our boy. But yeah, I can't do his quest yet. We'll get another Genshin video in 5 days time, because I'll be doing my dailies at the end of this. Only a Noel so far. I'm happy with that. We got a Noel and then a bunch of junky junk. Excellent. Let's do another 10. Throw me potato salad. There's no potato salad there, man. We'll speed it up. Vanius Warbow. Another Noel. No new girl. I did the test run of the new girl. She's okay. She's like a charge attack character who sets up kind of exactly like Ningguang. Except you use her charge attack even more often, I feel like. But she does big deeps with that charge attack. The test version was doing like 22,000. So I think she's just vastly superior to Ningguang. Doesn't outrange her, but definitely does more damage. Oh, I didn't mean to skip the whole thing. But hey, it's just as well. What book is this? Favonius Codex? I don't think I've ever gotten that one before. Alright, anyway, due to the simultaneous release of this and Monster Hunter Rise's new content, I want to record this now. get this stuff sort of off my plate, so to speak, and out of the way. Looks like I get a Yanfei. In 3 days, I'll have 5 more packs, but, you know, I don't have money to spend to throw at MiHoYo for Zhongli to show up, and unfortunately, he doesn't seem to have wanted to show up. Got 7 more chances for her. Let's go back-to-back 6 Zhonglis right here. Well, maybe 5. And we got a Widsith. Alright, back-to-back Zhonglis. Ugh, I'm probably not gonna hit him. Alright, right here. 4 more Zhonglis to get to C5. Actually, 4 more would be C6, right? We're at C2. Alright, Zhongli, come on, bro. We made a contract, dude. Now you have to abide by your end of the contract and power up. Every time your banner shows up, man, you gotta power up. New detail. Damn it. Alright, no Zhongli for me. I'll have to scrounge together all I can in 20 days' time. But anyway, yeah, I was a little sad because I didn't realize his thing is locked by keys. I need 3. You need 8 dailies to get 1, so we need 6 days of dailies. But anyway, let's get started on the content. And it is very late in the morning. I am tired. I'm gonna do the teapot thing first. I'm actually quite curious about the teapot call home. I think I can teleport. No, I cannot. Okay. Anyway, I did the there was a web event. So I have 2 furniture items already. Let me just claim this stuff. And characters, I guess I'll power up Noel. To be cleaned. 400% attack of geo damage to surrounding opponents. Honestly, she's pretty good. No, I'm almost max. Get Minesweeper 2. Minesweeper, Sweeper Master. And we have a Yanfei, who is like a fiery looking rabbit. I have not looked at what she does. I'm going to take a quick peek. She uses her charge attack. Reduces stamina cost of the charge attack by 10 extra %. Increase resistance against interruption during its release. I guess that's okay. Attack crit rate by 20% against enemies below 50 HP. And it's also okay. Kind of not too impressive. That's the standard +3 levels. She gets a shield. Okay, she gets a fire shield. That's okay too. And increases the number of Scarlet Seals by 1, so she gets 4 instead. Damn, I feel like her level 6 is gonna be like necessary for her to really shine. Now, like I said, she does damage. Girl definitely does damage.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
I don't know much about her. Top legal expert.
My name is Yanfei, top legal expert in Liyue, and for the avoidance of doubt, no one else comes close. From commercial litigation, to civil mediation, to criminal lawsuits, I'm fully versed in every area of the law, and I guarantee you a swift and satisfactory conclusion to your case. My contact details? Where should I write this down? Paper will just get lost, and it'll only rub off if I write it on the back of your hand, so... Aha! I know. I'll just write it here on the close of this... whatever this thing is that follows you around.
It's talking about Paimon. Anyway, so she is a lawyer.
Happy birthday! Here, this is for you. I've collated legislation from all the nations. You're planning to go traveling, right? It will serve you well to familiarize yourself with the laws of the different lands. Don't study too hard, mind you, or else I won't be of any use to you.
Okay, I just want to see the birthday one because usually it gives you good insight on her personality. Who you talk about? Shi Chi Gan Yushin Chu Hu Tao Zhongli Ningguan Kaching Yula. Really? You got something on Yula, huh? She's not even out yet. Okay, that's cool. I want to mention something else for anyone who hasn't paid attention to patch notes like me. I did not. They've increased this feature, this converting feature, and now you can convert boss items, such as Dvalin stuff, into other boss items. The only thing is, it seems, as you can see here, both of these use a plume, and then they require a copy of this new item, this like crystal thing. This dream solvent, which you get from bosses. So I've gotten 2. I did all 3 boss fights already. They changed the boss system. I don't know if I like it. But yeah, I figured I would point this out. This is a new thing, and this is spoilers from the new boss that I'm not gonna unlock for a few days because I spent all my fucking keys. Anyway, bosses now take, I don't know if it'll show in here. Trounce domain. Yes. Okay. Yeah, oh, they changed everything quite tremendously. So, basically, yeah, I guess I do like that. They made it more generous. I can't really complain about anything. I thought this was a limit. I didn't read this thing. So it's a cost half. So all these costed 30. I thought I could only do 3 per week. But if it's just half off for the first 3 that you do, and they plan on adding a ton more trans domains in the future, that's totally fine. Anyway, trying to close this. Let's go play with the teapot. We're going to do teapot. We're going to do the hangout events since I have those unlocked. I'm going to do that new domain. We have a new domain here, which is a mission. I'll do that later. And apparently, this is a new thing too on the map. But I can't seem to select other stuff. I guess they're gonna prepare us for new regions once they add the ice area. I know we get there through boat, so it might be an entire map reload if this is what they're doing. Also, my exploration progress is apparently 97%. I'm missing some treasure chests somewhere. Anyway, we'll go here. I will drop down. But yeah, I was gonna do this in the afternoon, but I know I wanna probably play Monster Hunter with my friends more, and on my own as soon as possible. Get that farm in because there's a lot of experience to be grinded up. So I'm getting this done now, and we're gonna have a nice sleepy sleep.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh,
That
no,
turn
no.
so
You've
static.
done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should. You're too
Oh,
kind.
child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
I didn't say it
When you
decline.
traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
Somebody doesn't read manga or anime. Or just fantasy stories.
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will.
Yeah, he just gave you
I will not go
subspace
into too
creation.
much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
I can help you look for them.
Right. Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Fetch quest is what we do in this game.
Settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
Her hair shining from the glaze lily in the back. It's a good touch.
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glaze lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glaze lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who you think it is? Come on.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
To be fair, it's either Zhao or
Yes.
Ganyu,
I
right?
suppose she does count as an adeptus.
So there's Ganyu.
Counts? How come there are so many Adeptus?
Unless there's
in
someone
Liyue?
new.
We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Yanfei is an
believe we've met.
Adeptus then.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you've already heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, Here's my business card.
Her
You'll find it has
irises
some
are
contact
so
details
weird
and
looking.
office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
She must be quite young. She looks like she has dragon scales under her on her side there.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
So mom's human? Oh yeah.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
We'll be fine. She is hyper talkative. I would have a hard time getting along with her.
Some people find Yanfei to be rather demanding. Do try to be gracious with her.
Oh, I understand how she be. Alright, where are we going? Crossel, apparently not very far. Right, we're going right here. Oh no, down further. That's the thought right there. Why, we're going down here. Oh, this guy who's been setting up shop for like 80 billion years. Oh, the guy next to the guy setting up shop. Who looks like the guy. His hair's down, but it's the same model. They have the same eyes. Yeah, they do.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi Qiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhi Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhi Qiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Okay.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Xiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
No, that guy's got quite a unique voice too.
I've marked Miss Zhi Qiao's location on the map for you. Hopefully you won't have any trouble finding her.
Ms. Zhu Chao. This really stresses her name. Why, she lives right here. You climb this staircase and then walk around and, you know, be confused as to how to get up on this thing, because I never know how to get up on this fucking thing.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Miss Xiao? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet.
Wow.
I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice. My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Xiao, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Zhi somehow. True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
No.
I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
even higher. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Juchao looks like she's about to faint.
She deserves it
However,
for pulling
all of
this
this
stunt.
is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Please, Don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract. However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch. Finest No, it's
Whoops,
nothing.
I didn't mean to do
I
that.
just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
Here we go being nosy. No, but I mean, if you're gonna sign a dumb contract like that, you better hang on to this thing and not lose it, or you gonna pay and go bankrupt. Probably.
Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
Finger
Sorry,
point.
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. And if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossel.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Let's see what kind of bullshit we come up with.
How could she lose my hairpins?
How could she lose my hairpins? Sorry, I think it's great. That guy's voice actor. Go pigeons. Alright, where are we going? Right here? Is she buying us dinner? I'm not paying for this meal.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
I mean, is she
No.
here to tell you
What
how
I
much
wanted
you
to
have?
talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
Smaragdus. They have picked a better name.
What do you mean? Are you implying already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy.
Yeah, and it
If
makes
mere
people
mortals come into
sick.
contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Yeah,
Absolutely
Paimon's
not.
pissed.
If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
If it was that valuable, he wouldn't throw it away.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Yeah, huh?
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yanfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track. It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yanfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Paimon wouldn't make it in the real world.
All right, that should do it. My
You
fees
see
are
how
the same
many
as
bills
always,
the
and they're
average
written in the
human has to
contract.
pay.
Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
Had
Internet,
a read through.
cell,
Everything checks out.
car,
Well then, here's
insurance
your copy
for
of the contract.
15 different
I will retain
items.
the other copy.
Electricity, water, heat, gas. If you
Not
have
for now,
gas.
no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it
Property.
will actually be quite straightforward to resolve once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Nah,
Miss
we've
Yanfei,
done this
I
before.
have to ask, why are you helping me?
Don't be so full of
Because, as it
yourself,
happens,
Yanfei.
I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geo-energy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
this guy. Yeah, I gotta say, MiHoYo, I know you don't listen to me, but if you could for a moment, can I please get this dude's quest more often, the daily with this guy? Because I never get it, and I still haven't. Like, even though I've done the thing that's suggested, like, when you're looking at these stupid jade things, you can apparently see the texture is different in the one that's real. Which is true, I've confirmed it, but even when I pick that one, it forces me to lose. Like, I haven't guessed the fucking thing on the first try, I just want that free 20 Primo gems. But I've never gotten this quest again, I haven't had it
there, honored customers.
for probably the past 2 months.
It's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter?
Is that his voice?
Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
He has
Thank
a
you, sir.
way different
We'll take a
voice
look at them.
actor from his daily quest, even. Sounds like a way different voice actor.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
Wouldn't that guy know about that?
Inspiration, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give Elemental Sight a shot. So, did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why wouldn't
Shirto.
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Are we just gonna help ourselves to that? He didn't say we could have that. He didn't say we can have that.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossel did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossel brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did.
Shut up,
On the
Paimon.
contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Sinxie. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day.
It's a small
As you
town.
know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know? Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Sinxie.
Jade Mysteries Affidavit. Oh yeah, so we have furnishings, 2 out of 2,000. I get a cloudy haze bed and a pine folding screen. Everyone else can get this too. Make sure you do that web event before it's gone. I just want to look at this. I can't. Sometimes those items have like extra lore bits to it. Hey, where am I going? Over here. Zinshi. Or Zingzi. Jeweler person? I haven't spoken to this person in forever.
Oh, Miss Yanfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Sinxie, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sinxie. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
We went full-on Phoenix Wright with this quest. I was not expecting this tonight. And we haven't seen this guy in a while. I wonder if Chi-Chi will make a guest appearance. This dude, a lot of people thought this guy was going to be a playable character very quickly, but there hasn't been any word of him, and he's not been in the leaked characters list yet, as far as I know. Also, since he's standing here,
Please, show me your
I don't mean to look up his crotch. It looks like he has... Ah, it's right there on the side. Yeah, he's an anime or Dendro? He's Dendro? I think we're getting a Dendro girl. But yeah, he might be plant-based, dude. Baiju.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yanfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yanfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Snezhnayan.
Concern yourself about that, Dr.
Sorry
Baiju.
for the squeaking of my
Thank you for
microphone. I'm
paying us
trying
that
to
document. I'll make
sit
sure to
up a bit.
compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Peace
That
out,
Baiju guy is
dude.
as weird as ever.
You think he's weird?
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossel.
Look at that stance of confidence right there. Legs spread, hands on hips.
Take care now, everyone.
They actually waved his hand. What's up? Oh yeah, this is the old stuff, right? I was just wondering.
Show me your prescription.
Also, while I'm here, I haven't been here in so long. I don't. Every time they update the game, they add in a bunch of stuff on the side. Yeah, I just want to make sure it wasn't another recipe. These are new. They didn't used to sell these. I actually will buy. I'm gonna have to start coming here on the regular. Because I never farm these things. I don't bring fire characters on my team, especially. I will be soon, though. I'm actually currently working on making a Mona Omega DPS thing, if I can make it work. I don't have a very good weapon for her, but I'm gonna try to get her like 100, 200,000 damage. using her and sucrose to lower resistance to water. Alright, what are we doing? Oli? Crostles above my head.
Brace yourself.
This won't work as I imagined it, so I need to get over here. Okay. Over here. Yeah. Good, dude. Got to get
Yanfei,
schooled.
have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Just admiring how Traveler's just like staring a hole into the back of her head. Also, she still has, like, why are her irises sort of a 2-shade green, a weird shadow, and then it's like she has a secondary oval in her eye, but it's sideways. I don't know, it's so weird looking to me. Anyway, what are we doing? Processing of the ore. An expert witness involved in processing the ore. Where's the Jade Mystery? It has to be this choice, right? Because it's not pharmacy guy and it's not the jewelry girl.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Just watch
Hard
the
evidence,
professional.
something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
Just let the professional
You could be
work.
right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet.
That's right.
Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
I really wish you didn't get me involved in this. I want you to know that. I'm gonna wait till the camera stops moving. So I can hear the Phoenix Wright music in my head.
What's this?
What's
Smaragdus
this?
jadeite springs forth
Objection.
from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
Zoom into mouth.
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
I just want to pause the autoplay real quick to say that this bitch right here just gives Ganyu more work to do.
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Serchow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
It's like she's a lawyer, but there's no courts.
I admit it.
So she's
I
just
confess,
one side of
the
the
ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
bulldozers.
But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Zhiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Fucked up,
All right,
fam.
let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Zhiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right, then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever, it'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yanfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
No.
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
You live in the magical world of super beings and there's a god in the ocean that you're gonna have to maybe defend yourself against in the future.
Well, since
Not to mention any other bullshit that happens.
I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
But her intentions are noble. Smaragdus Jadeite. Alright. I think it would be faster if I fall down from here instead of walk all the way around or climb up. I always do what I can to avoid climbing in this game. The only time I can't avoid climbing without wasting a ton of resources is to fight the wolf guy. This was a very long quest. I'm actually quite surprised. It's pretty good.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
Didn't just like hand us a teapot.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis. Ah, indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all.
Wouldn't that be Ganyu
Liyue
again?
is not the same place I once knew. All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
How long does it take? We got places to go, Granny.
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Single teapot takes a while to construct.
There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you
Same way we
needn't worry
used
about
hers.
that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Now, this is a rare gift. I bet the Adepti never just make a teapot for people. We got all these blueprints. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, no extra dialogue from her. Inventory, gadgets. Ah, legendary.
Another flower.
Enter the Serenity Pot. Please select a realm layout. Floating abode. Let's preview. Island cluster suspended in midair. Typical feature of many Adepti realms. Boundless world featuring nothing besides a cluster of islands. Emerald Peak. Interesting. And a cool isle. I wonder if you can like switch between them. I'm not sure which one I want to pick. I might want the peak because I've already thought it'd be cool to make a shogunate castle sort of deal. If I can, I probably have to wait for the Japanese areas resources to come out. I can make a Chinese castle though.
Heart be pure.
Heart be pure.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling Paimon.
Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still,
You do it.
why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Okay, so it doesn't work out the way I was thinking it might. I was thinking I could climb the mountain. Actually, can I climb this? It looks like it might be in the map. Oh shit, dude. I want to climb the mountain. Whole expansive zone. Explore the area. Damn, I can't. No. Say it isn't so. I mean, maybe it spreads out, but no. Emerald Peak, Adeptal Energy 1500. Check the map list. Man, this map goes far. Trust rank reward. Current Serenity Pot. Oh, okay. So Serenity Pot gets these two. Let's see what happens if I just get red alert, danger, danger, stranger, danger. Let's not explore this right now. Paimon hasn't yelled at me like that in a long time. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Hold on. She has a new profile thing? Ah, this. Yes, of course. Apparently I earned an achievement. Oh. Use Serenitea Pot to enter your realm. Oh, here we go. I've been really lazy with these achievements. First of all, this one, I've done this guy's quest once, and I didn't do it flawlessly because it's quite absurd to get there in a timely manner. I should probably look this stuff up and just finish things. Right, I've been lazy about hunting the unusual hilly trail and the spiral abyss domain. I just haven't bothered to try this. I could probably do it, no problem. 8-3 without getting hit. You just killed 2 flowers, and I still haven't gotten these things to unlock.
I take them with coal to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies.
Oh well,
Genshin
anyway.
infused water with ice is the most effective.
Music in this place is pretty cool. So who is my spirit pet?
Well, it seems that we have a visitor. It's a huge finch! Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me...
Honestly, I was gonna say it looks exactly like the birds in the Sharon 5 game.
Hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
Tubby? Yeah, is that the name you want? I could choose a better name for you, I think, if you don't want to use your original.
Helper, Madam Ping mentioned? Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
I wonder if we can buy blueprints anywhere.
Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look. Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot. Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we? I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely. A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be? I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
Our guide in charge here seems a little like she's gonna need some help.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Alright, Tubby. After using something, the Serenitea Pot, travelers can interact with it. And that's a bit within. It can also use and summon the pot while we are within its confines. Interacting with the Serenitea Pot in this state will allow us to leave it. Travelers can also directly open the map interface, fast travel, and teleport waypoints to immediately leave the pot. Talk to Teapot Spirit to learn about and manage all manner of teapot-related affairs. You can create all kinds of items from the creation screen. Materials used to create items can be gathered all over the world, right? We can cut trees now. I did see that mentioned. After obtaining a furnishing, use the place function to put it in a position. Place furnishings to increase the Adeptal Energy rank of your Serenitea Pot. As your Adeptal Energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Spend realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. So you just buy them here. Once in a while, a teapot traveling salesman will visit your abode. There's a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. If you acquire the blueprint for a furnished set, shut up, Changya.
I always
You can
forget
place
that last
furnishings by batch. You can still make adjustments to individual furnishings when batch placing them. Wow, how sophisticated. L1 button, hold the shortcut wheel. Placement. Travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms of service.
Exorcism
I
uses
guess they
thaumaturgy and
gotta
martial
do
arts to conquer evil.
Whatever. AKA, no penises, guys. Courtyard wall. Large ornament. Main building current. Place. Leave. I don't want to leave. Alright, building. Mercantile. So I have this place. Holy crap. Alright, pan camera. Rotate. Rotate. What is this bar? I guess that's where I'm rotating it from. Unfortunately, like, I chose the mountain thing. I do like the mountain peak, but I wish I could explore it. I want to, like, build over here. Can I zoom my camera out more? No. Reset angle. Rotate. I can rotate this thing. I want to, like, build elsewhere. But this is okay. I actually like the scenery in the backdrop. Anyway, where do I want this? If I can't move the house to, like, the edge back here... You know what? Pan. Let's bring this over here. We're gonna... put this next to the bridge. Assume the merchant comes down from the mountain to pay me a visit. And, we can have this rock in the back. Yeah, that looks nice. Get it in there as much as I can. Or I can flatten it out this way a bit more. Alright, let's try this. Fuck, dude. Oh. No. Cancel. Circle. What is the deal with that? Right, it's circled the place. Okay. So, I don't have any, like, large ornaments or walls. That's why. I need to make that stuff. And this says current. I guess I can't mansion. I can't unplace the main building. Or replace the main building. Alright, save changes. Things a father can do. Talk to Tunner. Placing furnishings, please wait. Oh, you can straight up forge here? Shit. Well, nice. I don't need people to forge for me. Apparently I've mastered the art of forging by myself. How about that? Okay, anyway. Need to do something while I'm thinking about it. This will be a side thing. I think this teapot feature is really cool. Can you set... No, you can't set this. Step-by-step blueprint for making a Tianchuan lantern, fragrant brilliance. After using this item, you can view it in the creation screen, and we got a profitable fruit stand. Alright, the thing I wanted to do real fast is go to my weapons. This book, The Wood Sith. I just got a new Wood Sith. Oh, wow, this is at level 5? Man, what am I gonna do with this other Wood Sith? Just let it sit there? And then this Map of Mire as well. I believe, yeah, I'm currently giving her the Map of Mire because I got nothing better to do. Now that's rank 4. Yeah, I got a new book today. I want a fucking claymore so I can level this Snowtone Star Silver up, but I can't get a claymore. Alright, what we got? That. Oh, the dailies are up. That's fine. We'll worry about that shit later. Honestly, I might get too tired to finish everything tonight. We'll see. What's up, Tubby?
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
Trust rank, switch realm style. Oh, I can switch realm style. Oh, but you have to unlock this stuff. Currently using this, which has a 1590. Alright, we'll just wait. Maybe I'll switch it to the floating island. It depends. This one's okay.
Maybe you're not...
Great furnishings. I need wood, cloth, and what? Sandbear wood. Where do you even get fabric from? Red dye. Where do you even get red dye from? Blue dye. And a different kind of wood. Oh. We're gonna be busy.
Maybe you're not...
Too bad every time you exit a menu, you like exit the whole thing. Tell me about
When
yourself.
breaking new ground, laying foundations, and furnishing a home, it is best to select an auspicious day for the work at hand. I'll teach you more about this another day. There are many methods by which one might tell if a certain day bodes well or ill.
Okay.
Maybe you're...
Realm Depot. So we have to build up a trust rank, and then I can purchase this with the stuff we generate. Oh my. 100% and just got harder. Okay, okay. Alright. So let's do trust rank first.
Maybe...
I can't really do much at the moment. We got 112 things. Bare bones, highest adeptal energy. I think okay, the number on the left is how much energy it takes from the realm to be at that status. I get that, but what is the currency accumulation rate? It's just like 30 an hour. Is that just every hour I get 4 of this resource, and every 30 hours, every hour I would get 30 at max rank? Is that all that is? Floating abode not yet available. Inside 750. Spring Peak 840. Winter Sweep Peak. Autumn Hold Peak. Summer Chase Peak. Oh wow, you can get different ones. Okay. Alright, well, firstly, can I go inside? Enter my mansion. It is bare bones. Alright, MiHoYo, remember that idea I shared a little while ago? I said a game room where people can hang out and play like Mahjong or, you know, Shogi or anything. Maybe a made up card game in the world. Dude, if they made their own little card game and you had to like collect cards, people would lose their fucking minds. And if you could play your friends on it, that's how you keep Genshin alive. Alright, place looks simple. I don't think I can put anything on the inside here, right? Because I don't have anything currently. I do have something. Okay, I have this. It's gonna take me a while to get used to this thing. Alright, so this is a room door. Place. I think these are already... Place? It's this. Yeah, it's that. So if I place these, it would just change all the doors. And then the staircase is these. Which, how do I zoom out further? I think I can't zoom out further here. So I can't really place those. Large furnishings. We have this. We do have the bed. So I can place a bed somewhere. Where should my bedroom be? I would call it... Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me cancel this. Discard changes. Do I have to go up here? You know, I'm gonna have a master bedroom. It's gonna be upstairs, probably. Alright, these doors are fake. There's nothing beyond this. Okay, those doors are fake. So, the bedroom's gonna have to be downstairs. The upstairs can just have some side stuff. It seems like I can't place anything upstairs yet. This could be the master bed. And then this can be a guest room with the guest room. Maybe if I went upstairs and then did place, you can put stuff upstairs. So, large bed. I'll take the one that's alone as my master bedroom. Yeah. This has the 2 doors. This has 1 door. This is it. This is my little hole. My little hole in the wall. Place my bed. We're gonna go just like that. Headboard against the wall in the back, bed in the middle. I'm gonna try to sleep. I'm gonna put it yeah, it'll be inward more. Not quite near the windows because I like a lot of space to operate, but we're next to this headboard. Okay, rotate makes it a flat 90 degree, I see. place. It looks good. Small furnishings. I have this lovely leeway thing. For the time being, I'll leave it in my room. This can be like my privacy screen. You know, I want to sleep and I want people not to disturb me. I'll probably leave this 90 degrees too. Make it a wall amongst the wall. Yeah, why not? Put this elsewhere. Oh, I can only do one copy of it too. Save changes. I can't sleep on my bed. Mihoyo? Mihoyo. Requesting a at least sits. We should be able to sit on the edge of the bed. In terms of the gameplay and keeping it simple for you guys, but a lay down option would be cool. That's a nice screen. You can even see in between. Alright, so I got my bed chambers. Actually, realistically, I would move this bed. Let me fix the bed. Where's the bed at? Large furnishing, bed. How do you like unset something? Oh, I have to move the camera to it. Oh, I see. Why does that do that? How do I like pick it up? No, I don't want to save. See, circle says leave. I want to pick it up and move it. Alright, click stick. Snaps the stick to that. Current area, north side inner room, south side inner room, southeast side inner room, main hall. Let's see, so this can become even bigger. Corridor, that's fine. So that's switch area, return. Options. Snap the grid, snap furniture, rotate, free rotate, follow last rotation, day. Set camera angle, retrieve furnishings and area. Oh, I guess you have to... Man, once you put them down, they're down. You should be able to just pick them up and put them back, so I would fix that. I just wanted this more central, because if I was in this room, I want to be able to get to both sides of the bed. You know, you never know if you're going to share your bed with somebody. This is a small furnishing. And this thing... Yeah, I like the boat on that side. Actually, the boat can be on that side, traveling away. Mountain peaks against the wall. Got some thematic flair to it. Oh yeah. Alright. I fucking hate my life. Alright, one more once. We're gonna figure out how to do this. So, what was it? How did options, retrieve furnishings. I fucking hit the wrong button because this game always throws me off on button placement. Alright, square is saved. Saved. I know this isn't centered. I'm gonna fix it again later. Alright, it's good. It's perfect. See, we have a Serenitea Pot option here now. When we're inside. Ah. Check the placement screen. Save your furnishing placement. Claim. Oh man, I've got more stuff. We're never leaving this place. Enter the mansion. Claim. Obtain 100 realm currency. Wait, what was the It was a blueprint I just acquired. Okay. Obtain 3 pieces of wood to cutting down trees. Obtain 3 types of wood to cutting down trees. Process 1 dye. Make 1 piece of fabric. Learn how do you make the dye in the fabric though? Alright, before I place other stuff here, I do want to get to the other quest. This is stuff I'm probably going to do a lot off screen.
Maybe
You know, unless I
you're
need
not
to
used to the
visit here. Ranku bonus. Ranku 1 bonus. Wow, you get stuff. Okay, I guess furnishings take time. Multi-arched Mondstadt building. Don't know if I want Mondstadt building in my realm. I'm gonna try to build a castle. Alright.
maybe you're
I'm not used to this place, but I can buy some stuff. I have 112. So he sells fabric when I get to rank 2. Fragrant cedar vegetable rack. I can have up to 3 of these. Blooming hedge, ordinary garden hedge, concealing leaves, green fountain, kindle tree, crystal flies, purge, sudden sweet leaves. I definitely want to get stuff that interests me first. Tian hang, red maple, branches of flame. That's a cool looking tree. Unmoving kingstone, get some rocks. Sartorial stone, moss covered, stratus, something unprecedentedly average stone. Kuiha sapling and mature. Tall birch, birch sapling, golden knotwood. Some iron trunks, aeron leaf bamboo. Oh my, I could get bamboo forest going. Do 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 do. It just makes me want to go gardening. A striking sight. Amber and trespassers beware. These. Where I could get blueprints for stuff. Weapon rack. Checkered tile, so we can play chess and checkers on. I can't afford any of this stuff. I do want to buy something just to get the first purchase going. Hilly trail fence. Oh, that was weird. My controls got stuck. Might buy a tree. $80 tree to put in the middle of my thing. Open air workshop. Lounge sofa, main courtyard gate. The wing house, dawn and dusk. That's the stuff I want. Yeah, I can build a castle with this stuff, but I only get 1 of these walls each. Can't really build a castle if I only have 1. A nice archway. Alright, let's get the tree. I think the red one, branches of flame, or the golden knotwood. Just taking a look at the other options. We had these lacquer leaf ones. Actually, I kind of like these blue ones. Profuse All King. Might get this. They're only 40 bucks too. All right, can only get 2 of them at the moment. Let me get a big tree. Get that. We'll get an $80 boy. I think I want the red. I want the red one. $8. This one, Tianchan, red maple. Strange. Excellent. To give me something to work towards at the moment and to build around. Landform. Tree. It's a big tree. No, right here in the middle would be good. Maybe. A little something I can build around later. We'll do it. I don't know which way I want it pointing. Probably that way. I'll go either one of these ways. We'll do that for now. I can always move it later. This thing I got for free. Little tree. May as well we'll put this little guy. Hold up. Let me zoom in. That's a little too zoomed in. Put this here just so the owl bird has a nice little bush. Okay, did I get anything else? Did I not get the we should have a building. It says no furnishings though. I might have to build it. I might have just unlocked the ability to. I might have gotten the blueprint. Oh yeah, okay. Setting up wine o'clock. Okay, pine folding screen. I got another folding screen. Already learned how to create that. Oh, that's weird that they give it to you again. I guess, oh, you know what? Yeah, anyone that misses the web event. So you get the folding screen if you miss the web event. That, and then this Mondstadt building. I don't know what these are used for. It just don't stop. Alright, I learned how to do that. Already learned how to do that. Okay, so those are useless to me too.
I take my
This
milk cold
character
to quiet the
menu,
spirit
who?
and calm my vital energies. Genshin infused water with ice is the most effective.
Oh, she's got something new. Got a new voice line?
The essence of research is the process of finding the answer. Sometimes working through that process can be tedious. But every time I see the cumulative result of my efforts, I know that I'm doing what I love.
Fucking Jonghyun in the background.
I always forget that last part.
Alright. Character selection screen. This is probably what the game is telling me about. I could level her up real fast. And then I need to ascend her. She actually makes use of what's it called? thieves tokens and that other resource that I
There are
have
other
a
means
ton
to the
of.
same end, but they are not the true way.
Oh, she uses this stuff too. Yeah, Noctilucous Jade. I haven't seen anyone use that. Stuff would require that boss. Thank God there's a character that uses thieves tokens. You have another profile thing. Right. Anyone else have any more character menu stuff? No? Good. Just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. Here's Rosaria for you. Hope you had fun. Thanks, Kron. Got them legs. Alright, back to the character menu I go. So we got Rosaria. I didn't even know she was in a standard wish. But I guess it makes sense that she was added to it. I should probably look at who all's in a standard
Heart be
wish.
pure, evil be erased.
Listen, disciple. If you've got a problem you can't handle, then I'm the one for the job. But if you're looking for prayer, you'd better find some other sister. Huh? You're not a disciple?
Nope. What's your troubles? Ah, she just wants to skip out on a concert. What do you say
Today's
for
your
birthday?
So if you have any dirty work that needs taking care of, I can give you a hand. Just don't tell anybody. Got it?
Dude, she's like, she wants to be an assassin, but she works for the church in a nice nation, so she can only roleplay being an assassin. Alright, anyway. Welcome to the team, Rosaria. I'm gonna get me another pack. Why not? Oh crap, I just sent her straight to 20. What a waste of a book. Oh, good. Someone that uses this thing. I can't... Yeah, I'm out of recruit stuff because I actually went ham on D-Luke and I pushed him to 90. Speaking of which, he's got something new. You have business to attend to? How does that tell us more about D-Luke? What kind of bullshit line is that? Alright. Anyway. So, I can just teleport anywhere. I will be back here later. The next thing I should do... Oh yeah, this commission quest. Things a father can do. Where do I go for this quest?
Maybe you're not...
He doesn't seem to talk about the quest.
If you ever have any questions...
Let me, This is only round 1 of this stuff. Gonna have to get used to doing this. It's triangle. Take that. Okay. I do want to do this quest here. Yeah. So let's go here. I've left the current Serenitea Pot. Hold up. The mission I have... Oh, this a commission... This is what it is. That's what the quests were. Just my dailies. I thought the bird had a quest for me. Alright, hold on a second. I'm not gonna do the dailies. It's 5:30. I kind of want to see how long this lasts. I'll probably do the... I'll definitely do the 2 dating. We'll date Diona and Noelle part 2. Next recording I'll do tomorrow. Probably stream it. And I'll mess with the Serenitea Pot more. So... I don't know if this chest has always been here. So, now you're gonna see me do this a lot. Am I gathering material? Time to clear the entire world of forests. Important message, Birchwood. Okay, so trees don't break. Bushes do break now. Or maybe they always broke. I'm gonna kill this guy real fast.
Yahoo! It's nothing. Your life is mine.
I guess this is it.
I need these recruits' insignias.
Time for takeoff.
Submit for judgment.
Witness the power of...
I know, it's gonna take a while to get rid of him. Should have killed him first.
My work finished.
Brute force. Alright, anyway. Where's Rosaria? Don't know what her portrait looks like. There it is. Get me another pack opening. Sure, whatever. Hold up. Yeah. Attributes right back. Redeem. I'm genuinely curious. Is everybody in here? I never pay attention to who all's in here. If not, I know not everyone. Obviously banner main characters 5 stars or not, but no, this is definitely missing people. She's just in it. I didn't know they put her in here. It's like the odds of me getting her was just tremendously insane. Also, I don't think I've heard of Rain Slasher, so that's new to me too. So I just never paid attention to it. Anywho, let's get out of that. Let's get Rosaria again. Or Bo. That's cool too. Talk to Iris. We're gonna go talk to Iris. And I'm gonna continue to chop trees. The important message thing, hold up, I want to check that too. Archive tutorials. Collecting wood. So there's like tons of different kinds of wood. Parametric transformer stuff. Elemental infusion. I guess this is just a different tut. Serenitea Pot. We will be fine. Okay. I'll go through that stuff later. Oh, I have to talk to her first before... I was just gonna go straight to the thing. I was thinking that was weird. Iris! Iris! I know the Mega Man fans are all hopped up on the new Iris design where she's like combined with Kuroma or something. Oh. Okay. Thanks. Well, that handles that situation. Let's just go walk towards this. What's the fastest way to get here? Maybe flying down the mountain if I'm too lazy to climb, but probably this way. I want to unlock this domain. We can see what the rewards are. I thought the domain would have the frozen guy that might actually have a scenario to play out. I noticed the frozen guy is... Frozen guy being the new ice Geocube battle. He's on the overworld map, apparently. Can I, like... Unfortunately, it's gotta be a sword.
Time to act. Time to act.
Not sure who's more efficient at farming. This is all birch. Oh god, what has MiHoYo done to us?
These are the perfect conditions for training. Come on, traveler. Train with me.
I gave Chongyun a new line. I wonder if I have a new idle animation. I'll have to check for those later. Alright, so this is the new domain. This has some new artifact sets then. It says tenacity of the Millilith. HP up by 20%, and when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby party members is increased by 20%, and their shield strength is increased by 30% for 3 seconds. A 20% attack increase of everyone. This is an amazing support set. Maybe not amazing, but it's pretty good. Once every 0.5 seconds too. And it's still triggered even while a character is not using this artifact set is like gone. So you just have to hit with their R2 or E for the keyboard players. Then we have Pale Flame. Physical damage up by 25%, and elemental skill hits an opponent. Attack is increased by 9% for 7 seconds. This effect stacks up to 2 times and can be triggered once every 0.3 seconds. Once 2 stacks are reached, the 2 set effect is increased by 100%, which means it's 50% physical damage. I mean, this seems like it would be good. I'd have to think about what character wants this artifact. Physical damage is very explicit, so no mage character wants it. Because they all do elemental. Chongyun doesn't want it because every time you do your R, he does elemental. So it has to be someone who does non-elemental damage, but they need an elemental skill. So I guess everyone has elemental skill. Someone who swings their weapon a lot. I don't know who you would give this to, honestly. You could give it to, like, D-Luke. I mean, maybe there's better for him, but if you want him on the field all the time, he can charge this thing up easily with his skill. I don't know. It might be better for D-Luke. I would think this is better than Gladiators, though. But anyway. So, I'm actually not checking this out right now. I guess that'll do it, because it's 5:40. Guys, I'm gonna depart. Thanks for watching. I'll probably fuck around with my Serenitea Pot. I'm gonna get these quests out of the way now. And I'll get this uploaded to YouTube. Just call this Serenitea Pot. Serenitea Pot and etc. I'll get another video tomorrow. It'll be the 2 hangout events, and then in 5 days time, because I need to develop 3 keys, we will do the big Zhongli event. And maybe if I'm lucky, I'll spend all my packs on this banner, and we'll get at least 1 extra Zhongli for me. And I'll only need 3 more. But yeah, let me depart here. Thanks for listening. I hope you all have a wonderful day.